Well, well, well. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Habari za hasaburi. Karibu ni umbani ke wangu. Kuvuta kiti kachini kumpumzika. Marafiki yangu. Karibu. Karibu ni umbani. Marafiki yangu. Unakaribishwa. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the chat. Good morning. Good morning to the YouTube streets. I know some people are still asleep. So those that are not here will catch the playback. Those that are not here will catch the playback. Wasn't I right, you guys? Wasn't I right? We got some stuff going on in these YouTube streets, some battles, some wars, women fussing with each other. And I knew I was right, man. Some of these beta males just can't wait to do a reaction about two women arguing with each other. Some men just couldn't wait, could they? And these dudes got the nerve to say that they're someone's father, that they are heterosexual. There's certain behaviors that heterosexual men do not have. There's certain talents that heterosexual men do not have. And most heterosexual men, the true heterosexual men, are not gossiping hens. They don't gossip. And they care nothing for rumor. But we got some in this sector that are very concerned about another woman's business. They love sticking their nose in a woman's business instead of sticking their nose between a woman's legs and in her pussy. We got a lot of men that belong to the community that are here in this sector, but they say that they are heterosexual. I don't believe them. I don't believe them, and I don't give them the benefit of the doubt because they act too much like a queen. A lot of you don't know is concerned by watching the men in the sector. And you're going to know who they are because they're always in another woman's business. They're always up the jumper of another woman. And I don't mean physically. You got a lot of men in this world that will sleep with a woman, that will date a woman, that will marry a woman. And then you got those that like to gossip like a woman, behave like a woman, because they have a lot of feminine energy. They got more feminine energy than I have. Shout out to the chat. And that's a fucking reality. That's real. Thus far, there's been some men that are covering what is going on between two women. And I tried to warn these women. I tried to warn you. But women are going to be women, right? They're going to air their dirty laundry in front of everyone, right? They're going to argue with each other, especially if they say they have no interest in each other, especially if they say they hate each other. I'm watching right before two women that have nothing to do with anyone else. Instead of certain men minding their business, no, they're doing reaction videos. Instead of trying to be a mediator, they would rather talk about these women and gossip about them. One has already done a video concerning two women in the sector that are arguing with each other. Another one is getting ready to go live today and talk about the same two women. Isn't this funny? Isn't this strange? And it's not entertainment. I don't call it entertainment. I call it unfortunate. Unfortunate. I shake my head, but there's nothing I can do about it. Because soon as I start speaking about certain things, oh, Arabia is not minding her own business. As soon as I say something, are you talking to me, Arabia? Why are you not minding your own business? I can't help not to mind my own business because it's right in front of me. You got some people on this app that have been friends for years, and they allow the devilment of these men, these so-called men, these beta males, instead of them minding their own business, they hyping it up. They're encouraging women to fight each other. That's what they're doing. And they call themselves being someone's father. They call themselves being someone's boyfriend or their husband. They say they are part of the community, but the heterosexual community, and I fail to see that at all. I fail to see it. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the motherfucking chat. And I'm talking to the men, the so-called men, the beta male dweebs in the sector. You call yourselves men, but you're constantly in a woman's business, another woman's skirts. You hide behind females. There's a lot of you men in this sector that hide behind a woman. You hate the woman. You say you don't want to be a woman, but you hide behind their skirts. You hide behind their dresses. You hide behind your women supporters. Because a lot of you are hiding behind those women because you are already a part of their purse. You're a part of their purse strings. As soon as that woman jumps into your chat, she's got her pocketbook open. She doesn't leave home without paying you. Does she not? I hate to tell you this. Knock, knock on your door. I hate to ring your doorbell. I hate to call you on the phone and have the phone ring and remind you that the woman rules the world in some respects. Because without the power of pussy, a lot of men wouldn't be persuaded to do certain things. And the same thing goes true for the LGBTQ community. Because when you look at a queen, when you look at a drag queen, when you look at a female impersonator, when you look at a man that is wearing a female's attire, her dress, her makeup, her high heels, her mink coats, her overcoats, her long coats, her raincoats, anytime you see a queen, she is there because she is inspired by what a woman appears to be to them. Shout out to the chat, because if that wasn't true, there wouldn't be any RuPauls of the world. If that wasn't true, you wouldn't have certain houses that exist in New York, San Francisco, Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to Atlanta. Shout out to New York. Shout out to California, San Francisco, California. Shout out to everywhere where the LGBTQ community exists, where our flags fly high in the air. Yes, I'm a part of the LGBTQ community, been a part of it for over 20 years. Shout out to the chat. And we have a lot of men who don't dress up in female attire, in female clothing, but they have all the characteristics of a woman. They have the energy of a female, and they can't help but to have it. But they want to tell you and me because they wear a mustache or a goatee or a beard or a short haircut or baldy that they are men. They want to tell you because they might be in a relationship with a heterosexual woman that they are men. No, they are not men. They are bitches with dicks. They become jealous and enraged when they see a woman quite like myself who tells you, look, I got a pussy, but you can still suck my dick at the end of the day. How many of us exist in this sector of YouTube? Shout out to the chat. I'm not going to be up here that long, children. Welcome to the Royal House of Arabia Barbosa, the BT 1000. Shout out to you. Happy Saturday to you. Good morning to you. Thank you for visiting with me. Thank you for supporting this channel. Shout out to you. Coco Tasso, that like button. Coco Tasso, the like button, please. I thank you so much from the bottom of my Cape Verdean heart. Shout out to you. But yeah, that's the way I see it. There's a lot of men in the sector who remind me of that thing that was in the movie called Insidious. Remember that movie, Insidious? Now, I said that this is not a reaction channel. This is not. I'm just talking about a certain movie that I absolutely loved, that I absolutely enjoyed. And the movie was called Insidious. And in the movie, one of the characters was the black bride. It was a male that was dressed up in female's clothing. She was wearing a black wedding dress. She had a veil that she wore, and she was a serial killer. I say she, but in reality, it was a male dressed as a woman, had on the lipstick as a woman. She, or should I say, he, grew up in a house where the mother was very abusive towards him. His name was Parker. Shout out to the chat. Parker grew up, became a serial killer, hid the bodies of his female victims in a house, in a wall area, a cavity inside his house that he shared along with his mother. The mother had passed away. The mother's name was Michelle. The mother is known as the woman in white. Shout out to the chat. But you don't hear me. You don't believe me that that movie exists? Look it up. Google it. Go under your YouTube and press in the words Insidious movie, full movie. Watch the first one. Watch the second one. Watch the third one. You will see the characters about which I speak. And the same thing goes true for certain people that grew up in a household where the mother was the dominant figure, where the mother was more destructive than anything. She wasn't nurturing. She wasn't loving. She wasn't giving. She was a taker. She believed in ruling with the iron fist. She ruled over certain children in her home as if they were inmates. Shout out to the chat. I should know. I grew up in a house like that, where a woman was not a nurturer. She was a destroyer, a taker. And trust me, they did everything they could in their power to destroy the female side of me. The female, I don't dress like a woman. I don't live like a woman. But I love like the way a woman does. There were certain things that they could touch, that they could not destroy. Shout out to the chat. I went to the safety of the LGBTQ community years ago. The other day when I went to work with one of the members of the LGBTQ community, and she's a female impersonator. Even without her makeup, she looks like a woman, sounds like a woman, moves like a woman, but is not a woman, and will tell you she got dick and balls. Shout out to the chat. And we got a lot of that going on over here in the sector. And it's so sad and unfortunate. Shout out to the chat. No one is tippity typing this morning, are they? They're not tippity typing. because you know what I'm saying is true. Only thing you have to do is listen. Follow my voice. Follow me. Come with me. If you want to know something, ask the right questions. You have the questions. Pregunta. Tiene pregunta. Tiene pregunta. You have questions. You can ask the questions. You can say something like, yo tengo una pregunta. Disculpa. Yo tengo una pregunta. Excuse me, I have a question. And you can simply ask me the question because I am the host of this channel. I am Arabia Barbosa. I am the 1000. I am the Jeeper Creeper of this shit. I am Lucy the Vampire. I am the German Shepherd in the goddamn room. We got a lot of people feeding off of you women's energy in this sector. We have a lot of men, so-called men, I call them beta males, who are feeding off of your energy. They are your jeepers creepers. They are feeding off your energy and you have become a part of them. Your pain feeds them. Your frustration feeds them. Your screaming voices feeds them. Your arguments feeds them. You're feeding them. And you don't even realize that you're doing it. I think I tried to warn you yesterday. All of you yesterday. When I went live off of the YouTube. I pressed the YouTube live button yesterday. And I think I tried to sound off the alarm of what I saw. They are feeding off the energy of the women in the sector. I'm telling you that. Come closer. Let me tell you. Let me tell thy the ways of these YouTube streets to politics. Okay, everyone, I guess that's it. No one wants to hit the link because they know I'm telling the truth. We've seen it earlier this week. People made content out of what the women are going through. Some of us. Some of the women. They did reaction videos, and then there's someone else getting ready to do a reaction video today. You know why? Because they have no content. They have no business. They have no power. They have no influence without you women. Just think about that for 1 minute. Think about how much power and influence you have. And a lot of you don't even know what kind of influence you have. Did Whitney Houston know about the power she had? Did Judy Garland know about the power that she had? Is Shaka Khan aware of the power that she has? Was Aretha Franklin aware of what kind of talents she truly held? Is Madonna aware? Is Adele aware? Because Amy Winehouse knew what kind of power she held. Phyllis Hyman understood her powers. And I'm not talking about their physical attributes. I'm talking about their voice. In their case, their singing voice, their speaking voice. When Amy Winehouse sung that song, Back to Black, people cheered. When she sang that song, Rehab, people cheered. When she sang the song Valerie, people became intrigued. When Adele came to us with Setting Fire to the Rain, and that is a hard accomplishment, to set fire, to set flame to something that is liquid, something that is ancient. Adele sung the song, Someone Like You. She sung the song, Hello. If you listen to Adele's song, Hello, or Water Under the Bridge, it sounds like a ghost whispering in the night, does it not? Listen real close. Instead of having the regular version play for you, press in the words a cappella. Press in the magic words a cappella, then press in the song that you want to hear that person sing. It sounds much different, doesn't it? Doesn't it sound more ghost-like, more breathly, more mysterious, more dark, more shadow? Oh yes, you can hear the darkness. You can hear the shadow. You can hear the influence of the world in the lyrics of certain songs and certain people's voices. We heard it when Frank Sinatra sang about New York, New York. What's the difference? A lot of you women, you don't come to the mic and start singing, but you do sing a melody that is so sweet and familiar that people automatically gravitate to that voice. You are the candle in the darkness. You are the candle. And you're sitting in a body of water. And some of us are drawn to your light. We're drawn to your light, not because we don't have lights of our own. It's that your light shines differently. Your light is different from mine. Does it make it a better light? No. It just means that you have a different power, a different echo, a different whisper, a different perception. Because I am under the impression that when I go outside into the world and the wind is blowing and the rain is falling, it calls my name. Because I am made in the image of the universe. Arm, leg, arm, head. Allah. Listen, the next time the wind blows, open your windows or go outside and listen to the trees and the wind sing together. Speak my name. speaks all of our names because we are made in the image of the Creator. It is time now for the bells of the church to tone for the new song to come. It is time for me to close out this video. Shout out to the chat. 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 The link is dropped. No one had hit the link, but we had some listeners. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate your view. Coco Toss button. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Peace.